Hi everyone, my name is Genai Nakama. I'm a 22-year-old content creator here in Los Angeles, and welcome to my family home. It's where I grew up and it has molded me into the person I am today. My family home is so important to me because it will always be home. No matter how old I get, no matter where I end up, coming back here is always a very safe and warm place, and to know that it harbored a lot of the creativity that allowed me to advance so far in my career has been crazy, and it's amazing to come back here and see that growth and progression. Growing up in Northeast LA has been the best experience. I couldn't ask to have grown up anywhere else in LA, even though I love all areas of LA. But this place is filled with so much culture, community, and love. And so as I continue on in my career, it's nice to be able to not only grow within the community that I grew up in still, but also to find ways to give back and continue to allow that growth for the younger generations and even older generations as well. We all deserve that growth. So if you guys didn't know, I'm Mexican, Japanese, American. I'm fourth generation, so my family's been in LA for quite some time, but I think growing up there was I struggled a lot with my identity because I felt like I wasn't accepted by any parties to some extent. So trying to sort of tackle that and become more comfortable with all aspects of my culture has been a really big challenge, but I think I've been able to do that with food, fashion, a plethora of things that I didn't know existed, or maybe I didn't allow myself to fully embrace or accept. So that's definitely been a journey, but it's also been a huge motivator to get out there, put myself out there, and be a voice for people that grew up like me. I would say my career started about 9 years old when I was modeling for family friends and small businesses that were just making really dope stuff, and then it transitioned, and in about 18 I started my career that is what it is now. So while content creating, modeling, and all my creative endeavors, I also worked at the Lincoln Heights Youth Arts Center, and as someone who grew up dancing and who has a brother who is somewhat of a musical prodigy, I knew how much and how influential the arts were on my life, so to be able to give back to the youth of my community and other communities was at the top of my list. Not feeling seen or represented throughout a good majority of my life definitely influenced the content I create today, and even my dreams of possibly having my own agency, my own youth arts center, all of these things that not only would allow me to give back to the community, but also still allow me to explore my creative endeavors as well. Up until recently, I've always just seen myself as a regular brown girl from LA, which I am, but I never imagined that I'd be able to step into the spaces that I have been able to. I've worked with huge brands like Nike, Vogue. Right here we're with the Rams, which is a very full circle moment because my grandpa was obviously obsessed. So is my dad. We're a Rams family here. When brands like the Rams work toward inclusivity, it's an amazing thing to see. Not only is it a motivator, but it's also a reminder that we do belong in these spaces, and it gives me a lot of hope for the future. Thank you all for coming along with me today and listening to me share a little bit about my journey. Make sure to stay tuned for the next stories that are to come, and this is me signing off.